If the breath is able to move through like a wave, or if it feels compartmentalized or trapped in certain places, or a little bit forced or controlled in certain places. So really allowing this energy to move through the chest and the heart as we're breathing. Sometimes when we're busy, when we're caught in our head, sometimes if we're feeling overwhelmed or stressed, subconsciously, we will constrict the area around the chest, partly as a guarding, to guard the heart, to say sometimes control the breath a little bit, or keep the breath just in the diaphragm or the belly, or even just kind of breathing up here a little bit. And sometimes there's this tension, even it can be very subtle, but it can be this like holding around the rib cage, the lungs, and the heart. And this may be true for you. This may be true for the people you want to teach mindfulness to. And recently, very surprisingly, I've been taught this very subtle movement that we can do around the chest and the lungs, shoulders, where we can help loosen this space around the heart that's almost encapsulated by the lungs. And this can help open up a lot of energy through our channels around the heart. And when I first started doing this, I noticed this increased energy and much more fluidity around the heart and space around the heart. And various emotions popped up without me thinking about them, just this energetic unlocking, helped untrap some emotions that I was carrying. So to some of you, this might seem basic. To some of you, it might sound from left field or very new. And some of you may be skeptical, and all that's fine. But what I'd like to do is to encourage us in this practice to move in these subtle ways that I'll show you, to bring awareness to the energy and the sensations around the heart and the lungs and the chest. To notice where we're breathing and where is the breath allowed. And is the breath moving through the heart center? Like physically, literally. And noticing if there's waves of energy, if the breath is able to move through like a wave, or if it feels compartmentalized or trapped in certain places, or a little bit forced or controlled in certain places. So really allowing this energy to move through the chest and the heart as we're breathing. There's a old, I think it's a Taoist saying. I might be wrong on that, but it's an old saying that if we don't allow our hearts to be the emperor of our system, then there will be dis-ease in the system. And you can take that to mean a lack of ease and or actual disease. And people like Gabor Mate share the same sentiment. So I do think that it's helpful for us to bring mindfulness to the energies around the chest and the heart, and to notice whether things feel a little tight and controlled or guarded. And if we can sort of allow these waves of movement and breath, this gentle awareness, to help allow the energies of our humanity to flow. So it's not about creating energy, manipulating energy. It's about being aware of the energy that's here and really allowing it to be here. And it might feel uncomfortable, and that's okay. Can we bring this gentle awareness to it and stay with it without judgment? And notice how it changes.